going on, top fans of CYB TV? It's late, but it's great. It's the post-match chat. Everton 2, Sunderland 0. What's going on, Toffee fans? It's Chris from CYB TV. I know the post-match chat is very late. I was supposed to do it Monday, but things have happened between the game and today, and I've done bits and pieces of it, but I didn't like it so much, so I figured why not just get it done right now. So we win 2-0 against Sunderland, team for fighting for survival. David Moyes coming back, his first time at Goodison since like 2013 when he was coaching Man U, and it was, he knew what he was going to get into coming to Goodison with Everton on such a high, so he knew what was going to happen. He knew that it was going to be a tough game, but David Moyes, him being the person that he is just going to try to fight, and they did hold us down 2-0, but it was in our favor. We are going to win that game. We're going to win that game every time. Well, that's not true. Sunderland over the last few seasons, over the last few seasons, they have come to us or we've gone to them, and it's always been a game. It's always been something they've either held us to a draw, they might take it on occasions, but it's a close game every time. Even in our first season with Roberto Martinez, when we reached that record, that club record tally of points, it was a tough game, so, but this is a new look Everton. Ron Koeman's in charge, so maybe it would be a different case. Maybe we will win that game every time. We're in great form right now. The players are happy. Everybody's happy. Romelu Lukaku even said that he's happy. Ross Barkley said that he's happy, and there's speculations across those players all the time. So we took it. And it was much deserved. Much deserved 3 points. Idrissa Gana Gueye with his first goal in the Premier League. What a great goal it was. Well taken. Seamus Coleman darting up the right-hand side, puts in nice cross that goes across the 18. Misses Ross Barkley. Instep. Here comes in Idrissa Gana Gueye with his instep into the roof of the net. Wonderful taken goal. And this is from a player who's missed sitters over the last few games that he's played before he went to the African Cups of Nations. So I can only imagine how he feels. So congratulations, Idrissa. So throughout the game, there's second half, obviously. I mean, this is something we do need to fix. When we get ahead, we start playing with the ball a bit. It's unnecessary. We start, slowing down, slacking off. We get comfortable. And a team like Sunderland, that are full of surprises, that are pretty good on the counter as well, is not a team that you want to just kind of, get comfortable with. We should go at them the same way we went at Man City. Keep going, charging, get forward, try to score as many goals as possible, because at the end of the day, goal difference might be very important for us. Say, Man U, they're kind of on a bit of a high right now, so they're slowly pulling away from us. Liverpool, on the other hand, they're starting to drop. So, who knows? Goal difference might actually be pretty important with, 12 games left in the season? So, we honestly should start going at teams. We should, if we're winning, we shouldn't slow down. We shouldn't play the tiki-taka, whatever. We should just keep going at them. We should try to score as many goals as possible. Not only would that feel good for the players and the goal scorer, he's reached his 60 goals tally, which is fantastic. But it'll make him feel better because, like, okay, I'm scoring shit ton of goals here at this club, and it'll start maybe attracting, So we shouldn't slow down like we did, and we've done that a few times over the season. So goal difference might play a huge part in our bid for Champions League or Europa League. So I, this is me talking. I'm sure you guys agree. Let me know comments below if you guys agree. But whatever. Speaking of Rom, his goal, very Romelu Lukaku-like goal. He sprints, darts up the field. Brian Oviedo, get the hell off him, puts it in. But only thing with that is, it did look like it bounced off Brian's leg. I'm glad they didn't take the goal away at this point. They didn't take it away from Rom. It stands as his 60th goal. Glad that happened, but it did look like in the replay, it did look like it bounced off both his legs and went in. Although the reason they probably didn't take it away from him is because it was on target and it wasn't, exactly going away from goal, and Brian didn't deflect it in. It was still on target, but with the way decisions are made these days, some bullshit like that would happen. They would take it away from Rom, but they didn't, so that's good. Congratulations, Rom. So anyway, it's gonna be a tough game. Tough stretch of games upcoming. We have Spurs away. We're at the Lane. That's always gonna be tough. They're on a bit of a run, much like we are. I mean, they have slowed down a bit in terms of their play in recent weeks. Maybe they're not exactly playing with the aggression that they played in the beginning of the season, but nevertheless, they over the last few years they've been on the rise. So they're gonna be tough to go up against. We haven't won at the Lane in some years now, so it's always a tough place to go to, and Spurs is a tough team to go to, especially nowadays. So, but really it's winnable. I mean, we're on a 9-game unbeaten streak. We have definitely finally found our groove compared to when we played them in the beginning of the season, which first few games at the beginning of the season we were on a bit of a run ourselves. We drew there. We drew at home to them 1-1. So, you know, it's clearly it's we're in a time where not only are we expected to win against the teams that are fighting for survival, we're also expected to take it to the teams that we know are going to be tough, bigger teams. Like, we have Man U coming up. We also have Chelsea. We have the Derby. So, and then we have like littler games in between there. But we're expected to take it to these teams. We also have Arsenal. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough few weeks. 12, 13 games left in the season. It's going to be tough, but we can do it. Liverpool are on the downfall themselves, so it'd be a personal accomplishment for us as the fans and the players if we leap them, or even better, we leap them and then we get into maybe the Champions League. We sneak into the Champions League spots. That'd be great. I mean, I'm sure we also would accept, getting into the Europa League. That'd be great. But it's Ronald Koeman has definitely assembled a team, much like Mauricio Pochettino assembled his team. He found the players that he likes, that he trusts, that he wanted. I mean, now, not saying that, we are where we're supposed to be. We are where we're supposed to be now, though. And just only time will tell, where we're going to be in the future. The boys over at Toffee TV, they've also talked about, they did a like their own like little pre-match chat, the match preview, and they said themselves that um they just said themselves that Spurs, they went under. They were in a project kind of like how we are. Once Mauricio Pochettino came, that was his time to change them and get them to where they are now. And they also mentioned, like I said down, that he found the players that he wanted, that he trusted. There were some, downfalls with some of those players, but he also went through the team and got rid of the ones that he felt like wouldn't make the cut. Now, they're like 3, almost 4 years ahead of us in that project, but if it's anything like how Spurs went under, then our future's looking great. We're gonna start making the Champions League. We're gonna start fighting for the title, and it's just extremely exciting. So, so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a tough game on Sunday. It's gonna be a amazing game. I think it's gonna be very entertaining. It's gonna be the battle of the midfield. It's not Rom versus Kane. It's not any of that. I mean, it is gonna be that because they are the talisman of the team. But we all know that Spurs, they have a great midfield. They have Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli, Musa Dembele. They snatched Sissoko from us, but he doesn't really count because he's um they have young stars like Harry Winks, so they have a pretty tough midfield, but then so do we. We have our wall building up, the defensive wall, not only in the back but in the midfield. We have our Morgan Schneiderlin, we have our Idrissa Ganagay, James McCarthy, who's a role player. We have the young man Tommy Davis, uh, Gareth Barry. We have Ross. So we're building our little problematic team. So it's gonna be a great game. Go into the lane, try to snatch a win. If not, I think that maybe a draw will suit. It's it's very possible that we can win 2-0. It's very possible. 1-0 is even accepted only because that it's at the lane, narrower pitch, and they are a tough team. So if we sneak a win, it'll be fantastic. It'll be a well fought 3 points, and let's just hope that it happens. So yeah. So once again, I apologize that the post match chat is late. I'm gonna start trying to figure out a schedule. Um, sorry, sorry guys. So just remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter. The pre-match chat for the Spurs game is coming up next, and I'll catch you guys on the other one. Peace.